Welcome back again to Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. In this video we're going to be going over some very important information that has come out and a warning about the classes that you're going to be choosing and some facts that you need to know before you do jump in. Some changes and some accidental things that you're going to be doing with the melee combat that you need to know before starting the game, and also the day 1 patch has been released and some info coming in from the developers as well. We're going to be jumping into everything now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, and if you are new, please drop a like down below and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to be uploading a lot of this game in the future. We're also going to be doing a giveaway just in time for the release. So if you do want to enter, I will be picking a winner on the 8th of September. All you have to do is just make sure you subscribe, drop a like down below, and also leave a comment, and I will choose one very soon. So the first thing that we wanted to jump into today, and it's one of the more important things and mechanics about this game, and it's the class system. If you did not know, in Space Marine 2, the weapons are shared between classes. Well, specific weapons are shared between specific classes. So, for example, leveling up one weapon will benefit multiple classes. So, for example, the bolt pistol and chainsword are very important because they're going to benefit all the classes. So make sure you level them up. And for example, the heavy weapons and the bulwark classes are also shared weapons between them. Like for example, the bolt pistol, the plasma pistol, and also all melee weapons are also shared between those classes, the heavy and the bulwark. So for example, if you are going to be using 2 different classes, leveling up certain weapons will benefit those classes. So obviously, knowing this information, you're able to level up multiple classes in one playthrough. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Now, for example, in Space Marine 2, in co-op play, you cannot use duplicate classes. So one of 3 the players can only use one specific class. So make sure you level up multiple classes, because in the future, if you're going to be playing with different people and you only leveled up one class, well, that's not going to look good because the other classes aren't going to be leveled up for you. So focus on 2 or more classes is going to be important in operations mode. Going further into the classes and overall gameplay and leveling up system, be careful in exactly how you use the resources when you're leveling up. Now in this game, there's one currency that you're going to be using, and this coin is called requisition. Now requisition is going to be able to let you level up and customize your character. So don't go ahead and just use all your requisition coins on customizing the way that your character looks, because you're going to be wasting some coins. Now requisition coins can be obtained from doing co-op missions or PvP, and also class trials as well. So you can find these in different types of areas while you're playing the game. Now, very important, you actually do the trial system and the trial playlist, because you can get up to 450 coins as soon as you start the game just by doing the trials. So obviously in the future when the game does come out, I'll show you exactly on how to complete everything and how to fully optimize your playthrough. Now moving over to the melee system in Space Marine 2. Obviously the last game has been about 13 years, so the melee systems has been changing. Now, as you progress through the perk tree, you may accidentally change your melee functions without even knowing it. Now, there are 3 different ways of meleeing and blocking in this game. Some melees will change the way that you completely use melee weapons and how you block. For example, there's 3 different ways of using your melee weapons and how to block. There's the normal block, there's the balanced, and also fencing. Number 1 is the block. This is just the best defense overall, but doesn't give you the parry, perfect parry option. Next is the balanced, which is basically the user-friendly all-round great way to melee and to defend yourself. Finally is fencing. This gives you the option to perfect parry. So make sure you understand the mechanic, otherwise melee just won't be great for you. For example, some of the testers that have played the game before didn't really know how to use fencing and how to perfect parry, so melee just wasn't great for them and they did have trouble with countering enemies. So anyway, that will probably help you knowing this information later down the line, just in case that you do switch your different melee and blocking playthroughs. Moving on, there was a day 1 patch that did come out today on the Xbox Series X, saying, this post coming in and said they received a 7 GB update today on the Series X. They said, hey y'all, it's likely nothing interesting, but I felt like reporting this to see if anyone had the same thing. I got a 7 GB update when I turned on my console today. Theories, it's probably a patch if I'm guessing. So yeah, that definitely sounds a little bit interesting considering the game does actually drop for the people that did pre-order the early access version in about 2 days now. So the day one patch is probably going to be rolling out in the future. And now, I would guess so. Coming in from a post as well towards the Focus Entertainment developers, someone tweeted out saying, "Cannot wait, when do we get in? I'm on PS and want to preload the game." They go ahead and replied saying, "The collector's edition will ship in time for early access on September 5th. The digital version on PS5 can be preloaded starting September 3rd, which if I can look at the calendar right now, this is today, Tuesday, the 3rd of September. So go ahead, you PlayStation players, you can preload now." Another post coming in on Twitter, someone asked, "You are not putting any DRM in the last minute, correct?" And then they had and made basically an entire post online talking about 40k Space Marine 2 rejects de novo and RDM with a simple no. So don't worry about anything to do with DRM, it's not going to be in the game. Moving on to some of the gameplay and leaked gameplay that has been coming to surface in the last couple of days and weeks. Basically, people have had their hands on the game on a leaked data mine version. Now, this is actually a year-old version of the game. The developers gone ahead and made a statement saying, in a statement, developer Saber Interactive says that the leaked build will be almost a year old by the time of launch. This could be damage control after the leaker said the build was from the last month, but the files within the leak also suggested February, so the information is already muddled. Either way, I don't understand why anyone would willingly play an unfinished game when the final product is months away. So yeah, it really doesn't make any sense. I think it's probably just due to recognition or some sort of like 5-minute fame that we're trying to do or get some sales. I really don't know. Then they're going ahead and continue saying, "I don't know if I can wait another month to be honest," writes on Twitter user in response. Why not? What goes through your head that results in you needing to urgently play a third game IP shooter a month before everyone else? I get that people love Warhammer, I do too, but the game will be inconceivably better when the developers actually finish it, and there are plenty of other Warhammer games in the meantime. So yeah, they're definitely not happy with people playing a game that's about a year old when the game literally just comes out a few months, or for now that we're talking about it, 2 days. So yeah, don't worry about anything or any leaked gameplay that you've seen in the past because it's most likely a year old. And to finish everything off here for the video, obviously there is going to be a Twitch drop, so you can go ahead and link your accounts right here. And if we do scroll down, it tells you on how to earn the Space Marine 2 drops by linking your Twitch drops. Twitch accounts, and then you can go ahead and get these 2 skins right here. I think they're weapons or skins, I'm not really too sure. You can go ahead and read it, I'll leave it down in the description. You can also get some armor pieces as well, and that's it. There's a bunch of faces here. Support a streamer as well. If you do gift a minimum of 2 subscriptions, you can go ahead and get this right over here, and there's more information at the bottom, and that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we did bring some new information for you here, and yeah, I'll see you all very soon. The game does drop in about 2 days, and I can't wait to go ahead and jump in.